You've stepped into the Jared Briggs Show. This is the live edition, episode number 28, where we go live every single Wednesday and we just talk about things that are going to help us get better. Yes, this week we are going to talk about the topic of business and money. Going to share some things. Hopefully you get value from them. They've been lessons that I've learned over the last few years, and hopefully you can get value from them. If you don't catch this live on Instagram or Facebook, I publish this every every Friday at 4 a.m. It is on Spotify and Apple on the Jared Briggs Show. And you can also go on YouTube and watch the full video there, video podcasts, all of it. So if you don't catch the live, you can always catch it later in the week when it publishes on Friday. Yes, thank you for being here and thank you for listening. I've actually got a really good response from this live edition. I've had quite a few people where they say, "Oh yeah, I catch your lives. I haven't been able to catch them live every time, but I'll go back and watch the recording on Facebook or Instagram or something of that matter." And that's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. Grateful for people tuning in, listening, and I really hope you guys are getting value from it. That is the point of all of this. So this week, talking business and money. Everybody has a desire to be successful in whatever way. And if yours is to own your own business, for some reason, you've just got that itch or that bug to be an entrepreneur and to be successful on your own and go pave your own path. That's how I'm wired. Not everybody's wired that way, and that's okay. I used to think a lot of the times I'm like, man, why don't people just go create their own business? The longer I'm in business, the more I'm like, man, sometimes a job is very attractive and I'm able to focus energy and effort on other things where I put a lot of time, effort, energy, thought, weekends, days, all of that on business. I enjoy it though. I really do enjoy it. I love the challenge of it. I love the expansion of it. I love the ability to go pursue opportunity. But there's value in being an entrepreneur, working within a company, entrepreneur, all of them. So whatever your vibe is, go for it. But even if you are an entrepreneur, I hope you get value from this as well. The biggest thing that I want to start with is it takes money to make money. I understand this from a perspective of a lot of people where if you need to buy products or services or equipment or just all kinds of stuff. And I get that. There are a lot of companies out there. I luckily got into a company where from a laptop, an iPad, a phone, internet, I can run a company. I don't need a lot of tools and resources and appliances or anything that I do with my job. Like you look at contractors, framers, cement companies, plumbers, electricians, all of those type of industries. Then you get into the heavy equipment construction, and that's just that kind of that side of business. There's a lot of equipment, and I understand from that perspective that if you have a company where you need to buy a skid steer to start or a tractor or a truck, or it gets expensive. But at the same time, I want to just share a perspective where people say, "Oh, yeah, of course they're wealthy because they have a lot of money." Not everybody started out that way. There is so much opportunity out there. And even if you're looking to get started in business, you guys, there's organizations and programs that you can join or be a part of. Where you're like, hey, I'm going to go do this to make a bunch of money. And I'm going to use that to go buy the things for the actual business that I want to start. This whole concept that it takes money to make money, it takes money to start a business, it takes money for all of these things. Like I said, I get it, but I also see where it holds people back so much. I've had an experience to visit and be a part of some other startups, and the amount of money that's been spent to just buy things that, like, yeah, it makes the business look better, your graphics and your design and all of those things, but it's just an image. People care more about how they're taken care of. People take they care more about the relationship and the experience. Say a food service, for instance. If I walk up to a food truck and they have a board that's screwed to the side of their thing or leaning up against their tent or whatever, and it's a whiteboard that they've just handwritten their menu on, I don't give a crap. I honestly don't care if I walk up and they're like, "Hey, how are you? What can we do for you?" I'm going to connect with that more and remember that way more than I did. Look how beautiful their $500 banner is with their menu on it. That's incredible. And that goes for every end of business. The perfect business card and the perfect graphics and the perfect website and the perfect social media and the perfect all of these things where you're spending a ton of money on things that are just things. And I've seen that so much. And I look back at my business and I'm like, wow, it's honestly interesting that I have made it as long as I have in going on in the 8 years of business, because at the start, my business cards were just something simple that I just made up and printed 500 or 1,000 of them. I'm like, I don't care. I just want my name on there. I want my phone number, what I do, and I just want people to be able to get in touch with me. I'm not going to go spend hundreds of dollars on graphic designing. Like, it was something I designed for the first mini that I did. And then even marketing stuff, you guys, I didn't buy anything. I would literally go to events and I would just be me at a table. And I've gotten tons of business from that kind of stuff because I'm like, I'm here to visit with people. Like, and now I've upgraded to those things. Once there was money, once there was revenue, once there was stuff coming in, I'm like, oh, let's buy a tablecloth. Let's buy some of these things to make it look nicer and start creating a brand and a recognition. But at the start, I remember I'm like, I'm either going to make it or I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it because I spent all my money that I did have on things that I'm going to use one time and then not pull it out for a little while longer. Like, I'm going to make the best out of that opportunity that I can, and we'll progress it from there. So this whole concept that it takes money to make money. Yes. Once you have money, life gets easier. You can buy time, you can buy services, you can buy people to do stuff for you instead of you going on and designing business cards and all that. You can hire a company and be like, this is what I'm looking for, create it. And they literally send you an email and you say, yep, that's beautiful. I love it. Print it. And all of a sudden it shows up at your office and you just pay for it. There's all kinds of incredible things out there. But the hustle factor in the start of business is a real thing. And if you can just go out and present yourself and go create money out of nothing, those are the people that I see are successful. Look at all the great, incredible stories that you've heard of, like Jeff Bezos with Amazon. It's a crazy story. Like, he was out of his parents' garage and you've seen the pictures of his desk and his computers, and he like literally colored Amazon on a sheet or something and hung on his wall. Like, he had nothing. But now he's a multi-billion-dollar, probably per month company. And it all started from, he was just focused on the things that were really driving results. And for me, that's relationship. I can't preach it enough that the best thing that anybody and everybody could ever create within their business is to build it off relationships. Go build relationships. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. I can't think of an industry where a good relationship isn't going to benefit you in your job, in your business, in your life. That is why, just for instance, my office here in Evanston, Wyoming, we decided to sponsor a golf tournament. We're going to call it the Evanston Open, and it's for businesses to come set up their booths on the tee boxes, talk with every golfer coming through, and to market their business. The reason why is because I've gone to events like that really helped me in my business. And I don't find a lot of those things here in Wyoming. Maybe there are, but I haven't been a part of any of them. And I'm like, let's create it. And as we've been sharing it with people are like, this is great. We want to be a part of it. And it's all because it creates opportunity to meet people and talk with people. It is the greatest thing you could do. So it doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage. It takes effort. It takes desire. It takes grit. It takes just doing the things that has to be done and proving the model first. Go get your first couple of clients. Go make your first couple of sales. Go get your first couple of contracts, whatever it is, and just do it with what you have, the very best you have at the moment, and go do the job. And if you get feedback where people are like, oh, I would have hired you, but your cards suck. Well, crap. Okay. Now I'm going to upgrade them. Upgrade things as you go, build things as you grow. It is so much more beneficial to have a slush fund in your business account than it is to have beautiful graphics and designs and all these different things, because crap happens in business. Crap happens, and crap happens fast. And it's so unexpected. You always need to have a buffer. And when that buffer gets bigger, invest more and get it bigger and invest more and just keep growing. I talked about it already, but it has to be perfect to start was the next topic that I thought about with people. And that just comes to the concept of spending all your money on things to make stuff look perfect. I honestly, with you guys, I have struggled with this in the spectrum of my financial life coaching that I want to do. It is such a burning desire and a goal and a dream of mine. I'm like almost scared to do it because I want it so bad. And I'm like, what if I screw it up? Or what if I mess up? Or what if I just don't what if I'm not successful with it? Like I've got some subconscious second gain things going on with it. And I sit here and I look at it. Does it have to be perfect? I want it perfect because I want it so bad. I want to be successful in this industry so bad. I want to help people so bad. I want to help people realize that the only reason why we're stuck and we're struggling is because it's all mental. We don't have a financial income earning problem. We don't have a spending problem. We don't have a savings problem. We don't have any of those things. Those are all just surface level BS that people focus on, and it never creates any results. The problem that we face is we have subconscious programming or lessons or learnings or things that are so deep rooted within us that cause us to struggle with money, that cause us to spend money so that we remove it, or save money because we live in scarcity and fear, or just to not even do the work because we're scared of being successful. Like those are the things that are truly holding us back. Because I got off on a little tangent there, but this whole concept that it has to be perfect. Yeah, when I reach out to people to do my marketing, to offer, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. I want to help people unlock what it is that's holding you back financially in your life. Let's unlock that so you can progress and grow. I want it to be perfect. I really do. But guess what that's done? I came across a journal entry in 2021. I think it was February of 2021. My wife and I were still living in Logan, and I wrote in a journal, a digital journal, about how I want to be a life coach. And I want to coach and build a coaching business to help people. Excuse me. And I come across that a couple weeks ago, and it just hit me. I'm like, how long am I going to sit here and just talk about it? How long am I going to sit here and dream about it? How long am I going to sit here and journal about it? Like, why don't I just freaking do it already? But this whole concept that it has to be perfect to start, it's a real thing. But what is perfect? So I'm gonna share with you some of the things that I've recently gone through personally, where I'm like, what is perfect? If I was to sit here and label, okay, what is Jared Briggs's perfect, ideal financial life coaching business? I don't even know, because there's so much I don't know. I don't know a ton about the life coaching industry. I don't know people that I'm going to come across. I don't know events that I maybe get hired to speak at, and the people that I meet, and this leads me down this path and connects with this person and learn that I don't know. I have no clue what it's going to do, but I do know I want to be successful in it. And so I finally just was like, what if I just started? And what if I did what I know now, the very best that I can? And I'm going to coach people and teach them from my heart, just pour my heart and soul into them. And I'm going to get better because of it. And the next people that I work with are going to get an even better version of everything that I'm created because of the first people that I worked with. Well, guess what? The first people are going to get a discount at a cheaper rate because it's not fully developed. So when I finally looked at that, I'm like, holy crap, I'm not charging millions of dollars for the coaching. I'm just looking to do it. So it has to be perfect to start. It's just a facade. It's just the acronym FEAR, false evidence appearing real. I love that saying. I literally look at all the time and I'm like, oh, is this false evidence appearing real? Is this just a facade, a mind block that is keeping me from progressing forward? Because at the end of the day, how many companies have you guys done business with? How many businesses have you bought from? How many businesses have you went and spent time in? And you sit there and you're like, oh man, if I own this, I would do that different. But guess what? You're going to go there again because you enjoy their products or services or whatever they offer. We would all do something different. Every single person would do something different. But your perfection and your perfect is your 100% best self in that moment, because your perfect is going to get better every single time. I hope my perfect today is way better tomorrow. And I hope my perfect today is better than it was yesterday, because today's a new day and tomorrow's a new day if God grants it. So this concept of it has to be perfect, I want you to ask yourself questions. Is that just something that's blinding you, keeping you from moving forward? Do you really care that it's perfect? No, we just care to do it. So this concept, it takes money to make money, we just busted that. The concept that has to be perfect to start, we just busted that, because your perfect is perfect today. And tomorrow, your perfect is going to be better. Now, I'm going to talk about being unique to your offer. Now, what I mean by being unique to your offer is your authentic, true self. Who is it that you truly are? What is it that you offer? I've gone down this path of life coaching, and I've read a crazy amount of books on this stuff and watched podcasts and YouTube videos and talked with people and researched. Even though I feel like I don't know a ton about this industry, I've been around it a lot. And I'm learning there's the true life coach industry, and there's those that had success in their life. So then they create a coaching thing around it. And they're just doing what they know. Well, I'm like, okay, how do I bridge the gap here? Like, I want to be truly authentic to the information and the knowledge and the things that I'm helping people with. Excuse me. And so I went down the path of becoming a certified life coach, getting my ICF certification. And that right there has been on my mind for a long time. I've literally thought, should I do this? Is that what should I do? Oh, I don't want somebody telling me what to do or how to do it, but I truly do want to be unique to my authentic self and the offer that it is that I want to create. And so I've been going down this path. I've joined a program. I've done things to head down that road. But one thing that just keeps ringing in my head, and something that keeps coming up when I write it in my journal or getting thoughts out or talking with somebody, is I've already got my own idea of what I want it to look like, what I want it to sound like, what I want people to help, what I want to help them with, the people I want to connect with, the information, the ind excuse me, the industries I want it to lead me into. I've already got an idea there. And so I can go down this path. And when you go down a path, everybody tells you, you need to do it this way and this way. Everybody's got an idea. Everybody's got their way of doing it. And they're going to push it on you like crazy. But being unique and authentic to your true self, I've found for me has helped me be the most successful in the adventures that I've gone down. Even my insurance business, I went down a completely different path than all my peers around me. And I decided, I'm like, I'm going to be authentic to what I feel my skill level is. And it worked out really well for me. And I want to share that with you because I feel like so many people, we read the books and go through the courses and go to college and go work at these jobs. And we're like, oh, this is how you do it. Why do we do it that way? Well, because this is just how you do it. Who said? Who said? Who said it's the only way to do it? And I feel like that creates a lot of contention within ourselves where we get frustrated because we see things differently and we see things better. I was listening to a podcast and the lady said, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden have a dream to go be on the PGA tour. That isn't my dream. That's not my authentic, true self. She's like, mine is to build what it is that I'm building and do what it is that I'm doing. And I love that because I finally understand. I'm like, oh, the dreams that I have inside, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm working on, these are things that are true to my authentic, natural person, who it is that God made me to be. And I need to have faith in that, and I need to act in that, and I need to go in that direction. If you're doing something because that's the way everybody says it needs to be done, but you see it in a different light and feel it in a different way, that's good. Listen to that, act upon that, and go down that path and that road of being authentic to yourself and be unique. There's 1,000 plumbing companies and electrical companies and all of these different things. There's already businesses in your area, in your niche, in all those things. It doesn't matter. Be unique. Be unique to your business, to your offer, because that's why people will do business with you, is because of your uniqueness. Even if you have a company and there's 3 other in town, but you're still being successful, Well, dive deeper into your uniqueness and you will be even more successful. You'll grow even more because that's who you're authentically built to be. I want to preach this from the rooftops because there's so many, I feel like 19 to 22-year-old men and women out there in college, out of high school, trying to figure out their life. And their parents and grandparents and peers and everybody around them is telling them who to be and what to be and what to do. And they're miserable. You guys, our depression and suicide and all that is higher than it's ever been by a lot. And I honestly look at that and I'm like, quit telling these kids who to be and what to do. Let them go be who it is that they want to be. I finally had to come to that realization. I've shared it in a podcast before. There was a moment where a family member told me, I was telling them I was struggling with church. And they told me, Jared, you need to go to church. And I looked at them and said, I don't need to do a damn thing. They're like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, I don't need to do nothing for nobody. I need to be authentic to me and who it is that I am and what it is that I'm doing and what it is that God put me on this earth to be and to do. So if you're in your younger years, I hope you're listening to this because it is truth. Go do whatever the heck it is that you want to do. I don't give a crap if your family's business or job or anything, they're telling you got to do it because you'll make money and it's this and that, and you have zero interest into it and you damn near despise it because you've been around your whole life. Don't freaking do it. Grow a pair, move out of your parents' house, and go live your life. Go be unique to yourself, authentic to yourself. Same thing in your business, same thing in your marriage, same thing in your relationships. Go be you. Be authentic to you. Be 100% authentic to you. And go create the life, the world, everything that it is that you desire. You guys, we literally get a create. Like, look where you're at right now in your life. You've created this. If you really sit back and look, your thoughts, your actions, the things you read, the people you hang out with, everything you've associated with, read, listened to, internalized, any of that has created your reality exactly to this moment. So you have the same capability to create your reality opposite or different. If you desire a whole new career, job, business, life, living in a new place, new relationships, you can create all of it 100%. So I wanted to share these things with you. It doesn't always have to take money to make money. It doesn't have to be perfect because your perfect is perfect right now. If you created it today, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, if you created it today, it's going to be perfect for today. And then tomorrow, when your perfect gets better, you make it better. And be unique to your offer. Be unique to yourself. Be unique to your business. Be unique in your relationships. Be authentically unique. And go live the life of your goals and your dreams. That's what I got for you this week, everybody. We talked about business. We talked about money. And it's all for the purpose of getting better. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and be the master of your life.